Okay, so welcome back, and now we're going to do the other two that I talked about. So again, we have the same situation, just to recap. So we have tangent alpha is equal to 8/15. This angle terminates in quadrant 3, and here's the right triangle that I created before, okay? Here's the angle, right? So obviously if it's in the third quadrant, alpha is between 180 and 270, which means alpha divided by 2 would be between 90 and 135, which puts it in the second quadrant. So let me write that down. So this is in the second quadrant. So again, this is what we used to fill out our reference triangle. Okay? But this is what we need to go by when we're dealing with trying to figure out what the cosine of, in this case, alpha divided by 2 is. Okay? So now, based on this, we know in the second quadrant cosine is negative. So again, I'm just gonna get rid of the plus sign. So I'm gonna go on with knowing that this is going to be a negative value. Okay? Now, let's move on. So now here, again, we found, let's see. Oh, sorry, this is wrong. This should be 2 alpha. No, I'm sorry. I was going back to previous. This is alpha, right. Okay, that's alpha. Is there anything else I want to say? Okay, that's it. So now, cosine alpha. Well, cosine alpha, now we go back to our reference triangle because we're talking about alpha, not alpha divided by 2. So cosine alpha is what? It's adjacent over hypotenuse. And that gives us negative 15/17. Right? Okay, and so this is going to equal negative square root of, okay, so now what do I want? Yeah, so what I'm going to do is that's going to be 1 minus negative 15/17 over, plus, okay? So that's what we get. Excuse me. Okay, so now I'm going to simplify this, and we get negative. Okay, so 1 minus, so this will become minus. 1 minus 15/17, so if this is 17/17, so we'll get 2/17 Okay? Again, all I did was change this to 17/17 and then just subtract, and I get 2/17. Now, 2/17 divided by 2 is the same as multiplying by a half. Okay, which then cancels the 2's, and then we end up with negative square root of 1/17. And that is our final answer. Okay, come back next time and we'll do the last one, tangent.